Hi ladies, join me today to see how you can take the January paper pumpkin and make this cute little card. Hi ladies, I thought I would share with you an alternate idea for the January paper pumpkin. I played with it a little bit when I was down visiting my friend, and there were certain things I found with the little boxes. One of the things is cutting off some of this top because it just was too thick to fold over and for the heart to hold. Another thing that I found was the vellum was longer. As you can see, it covers up some of the gold, so you have to trim some of that down. So a couple of things like that that I discovered. So with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a piece of Calypso Coral cardstock. I'm going to use the dimensionals and the excuse me, glue dots. One of the gold outline tags, and one of the vellum tags, and I did cut that down, as you can see. I'm going to use the stamp set that says "Just a Little Thanks." I have a scrap piece of paper for that. I have the gold trim that I'm going to use. I pulled out my big Calypso Coral pad. I'm going to use some Tombow glue. I got another piece of Whisper White cardstock, and it measures 3.5 by 4.5. And then I took the one box, and what I did was I cut the one side off, cut the bottom off, and the other strip off, so that I'm left with a piece that is roughly 2 inches by 3.5. So, I also going to use a strip of gold glimmer paper. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my vellum to my gold banner, and you need to kind of look at this. There is one side that just is slightly brighter, but not much difference. When you put on your glue dots, you want to put them where the stripe is, because then you won't see them on your card. That's a handy dandy little hint for you, and it goes over a little bit. You just wrap it under. So then I need to put this one down here, and then the last one there. All right, so I'm going to take that off, this one, and this one overlaps just a little, so I'm just going to push it back. Take this one off, and now I'm going to attach this to my banner, and I have that there. Okay, now I'm going to take some dimensionals, and again I'm going to cut mine in half, and I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this, and I'm going to stick one in the middle also, only because this is a fairly large piece of paper and I want to make sure it stays stuck. I'm going to take and just cut a couple of extra of these so I have them ready. Okay, so now I have this to go in the center of that, and that piece is going to be attached to my panel that I cut. So let me get that apart. And I'm struggling with those, getting those off. Okay, and I'm going to offset it just slightly. No, I'm not. I'm going to put it in the center. It looked funny when I offset it. Okay, so there's that. All right. Okay, I'm to the point where I need to attach the that panel to my card front. So I'm going to take some Tombow glue and spread it around and put this down centered side to side and top to bottom. So there's that. This, I put some tear and tape on the back. So I'm going to take the back off, and I'm going to put this right about there. Okay, there's that. I want to put this here, but before I put it down, I'll have to put dimensionals on this, but not up here. Or you can use a glue dot. I want to wrap some of the twine around it. Okay, what I did was I put a piece of tear and tape on the back, and then I took the backing off. I wrapped my gold twine around several times. You can kind of play with it. I will after I get it down there and spread these out a little bit. So there we go. That's a little better. All right. And then I put another piece of tear and tape on the back, but I'm not taking the back off of this, because if I take the back off, it's not going to lay right. It's going to catch this piece because it's right there. It's going to catch this piece and stick, so it's going to look funny. I added my dimensionals on the 3 corners and a glue dot, so I'm ready to put this on my card. So I put that down, and there's that. So I'm ready to work on the sentiment. So I'm going to take my Calypso Coral, and I'm going to stamp this in the center of my paper, and I have to decide. I think I'm going to put it up there, but I have to decide on my punch. So let me do that and I'll be back. Okay, after I stamped my sentiment, I used the 1-inch circle punch and punched it out, and then I used the 1 1/4 inch punch and punched it out. And now I'm going to add some Tombow, and I'm going to put it up here, so I want to keep my glue down to this end, and I will put a dimensional up in this corner only because it's going to hang off and I don't want it to bend. Okay, there we go, all finished. I will take and probably stamp something on the inside. Not certain what. I don't really want to focus on the hearts because I don't want it to be a Valentine's card, but I'll find something. Hope you enjoyed this one.